On social media alone, close to 1 million people heard our story about Peyton Rollerson, the 13-year-old who died by suicide in December after bullying. The teenager kept the struggle a secret from her family, who chose to share her story as part of an effort to bring about change.
Since that story aired last night, hundreds have asked why the bullies aren't being punished. WEAR's Samantha Serban joining us now. And Samantha, you've been looking into Florida laws on this.
Yeah, Bob, so the Jeffrey Johnston Stand Up for All Students Act was passed in 2008. It mandates schools have definitions, policies, and consequences in place for bullying, but it doesn't outline what those policies and consequences should be.
For those who missed Peyton Rollerson's story, this beautiful 13-year-old died by suicide in December. Despite repeated check-ins by her parents, the middle school student brushed off the bullying that was happening to her. Her family finding out after her death, kids went so far as telling her to kill herself because she was gay. Take a look. These are just a few of the comments that have been pouring in from our Facebook page, prompting us to look into potential liability for what happened to Peyton. One person said, "Why aren't the kids who bullied her being charged?" Another writes, "The bully, his parents, and anyone associated needs to be held accountable." And another, "The bullies should be charged with a crime." While cyberbullying can rise to the level of a crime in Florida, it's rare. While Peyton's parents figure out what their version of accountability looks like, they did tell me about their hopes for change moving forward.
I think the biggest hope is something you won't see. And again, that comes down to you have 10-year-olds saying things that you know a 10-year-old wouldn't say, so you know it's coming from their parents. You're not going to change that. People are already ignorant.
I think there's a lack of understanding, and I think there's a lack of the action to what can we do, and the people aren't talking about it.
Peyton's family hopes sharing her story will start a deeper conversation about bullying and the damage it does. Right now, Okaloosa County deputies do have an ongoing investigation into the circumstances surrounding the teen's death. In Texas, legislators enacted David's Law in 2017 that makes cyberbullying a misdemeanor and allows parents of cyberbullies be held responsible if they could have intervened but chose not to.
We reached out to Representatives Michelle Saltzman and Pat Maney to see if something like that could be helpful in Florida. Maney says he's been in committee meetings all day and will touch base later on. We have not heard back from Saltzman. In the studio, I'm Samantha Serban.